P. Sharma, sir.
Firstly, at the outset, my compliments to Military Literature Festival launched by my close friend, and also to Strive. And let me assure General Ajay Chaturvedi, I have no intention of wasting anybody's time here. All that I want to say is that we have had three brilliant presentations. I would like to focus on three major strategic security issues which may become the focus of our future deliberations and discussions. Though these have come in parts, but they require perhaps a far more insightful analysis. And first is the security of Siliguri corridor, the collusivity in the security of Siliguri corridor. Look at what China has been able to do to stymie our Kaladan project by using a proxy force like Karen Army. Look at the geopolitical situation that has emerged now in Bangladesh, wherein looking at an alternate container corridor for the time being will go on a back burner. Now look at the security of Siliguri corridor per se. Mr. Vikram Singh has very clearly brought out what is happening in Terai region. And I am privy to certain information that the entire funding of Pakistani overtures in Terai region are being done by the Chinese. There are new sleeper cells being created. There are new modules being created, and the border being porous. You will see a flux of these non-state actors and terrorists coming through that. More worrisome is what is happening in eastern Nepal in the area of Elam, Jaffa, Thaplijang, where Chinese have tremendous influence on the villagers. They have connected a pass from Tiptala. There is a Shigatse Tiptala road. From Tiptala, they have created a motorable road into Ilap Jaffa, which is just opposite Darjeeling. And these Thambovan and Limbovans are very active, who've been die-hard Maoists. And this route can very easily be exploited for whipping up in sort of asymmetric security threats in Siliguri corridor. Also, we should not ignore the potential of revival of GGMM agitation there, which Chinese are quite capable. And in the light of that, we should also see presently the noises which in our country we are creating about these certain targeted killings in Bangladesh do not augur well. You know, there are large number of these enthusiasts who've been calling Bangladesh names and talking about, you know, this desessification of Bangladesh. I think this doesn't augur well. We cannot afford to have a major Muslim country in our neighborhood going the Pakistani way. And last point that I want to make here, we should not make light of this MOU which has been signed between China and Bhutan on settlement of the boundary issue. It's just a matter of time that Bhutan may have the propensity to disaggregate its border issue from that of India, and that will decide the fate of what you call is the Doklam Plateau, and it has its own strategic implications, particularly with regard to security of Siliguri corridor. Not much has been talked about the collusivity in Ladakh. The way the Chinese have come into Dapsang Belt, it has its own huge strategic implications as far as your access to Siachen Glacier is concerned. And even if we had certain plans in regard to your Gilgit-Baltistan designs. Now there are military officers from Pakistan, which are both in Xinjiang Military Command embedded there and in the Western Theater Command. And be rest assured that it is going to be one plan of collusivity there. Chinese are already connecting the Western Highway with the Karakoram Highway. Pakistanis have created a feasibility study of connecting Karakoram Highway with Afghanistan, and a certain kind of multimodal connectivities are coming across Wakhan corridor into Afghanistan. So you see its own strategic implications in terms of induction, mobilization, strategic force, posturing of forces. And last point that I want to make it is in the asymmetric space, though in passing Brigadier Daya and Harsh both have mentioned about the outer space. Pakistanis are creating a large number of Beidou Earth stations in Pakistan. And this will actually, the entire ISR capability of Pakistan will be in the hands of China, and they will be able to see everything. And most worrisome is now these 8 submarines which Pakistanis are giving to Chinese are giving to Pakistan, as against our about 18 submarines now, and coupled with that about 68 submarines that Chinese have. Look at in the stealth warfare which way this asymmetric balance is going to go. And let's not actually wish away. If Americans can give nuclear submarines to Australia, what if Chinese are able to lease a nuclear submarine or 2 or 3 nuclear submarines to Pakistan? What is going to happen? And the last is, let's not also look up, ignore or wish away the capabilities of China to build up MIRV capabilities of Pakistan, which will radically alter the strategic balance against India. These are some of the points that I thought I will just flag.
Thank you very much.